Welcome to Anchor Speaks. Anchor have two road code book in his hand, but today we're gonna reason about a topic. Now, one of the popular question that I have been asked is, how do I become a driving instructor? And a next question that is asked to is, can anybody teach a next person how to drive? And a next question is, how do I renew my driver's license or my learner's license? And we're going to talk about a lot of other things that is a great issue to us on the road, because you know that is over about 112 thereabout person died on the road already. So we are going to talk a little bit about that also. Now the first question was, how can you become a driving instructor? Well, here is what you have to do. First, you have to be at least 24-year-old. You have to be 24-year-old. Your license should be over 2 years, old. You have to now get a police record, medical form filled out by a doctor. You need two character references, and those can come from whether JP, what you call Justice of the Peace. You can get that from a minister of religion, or attorney at law, or a next one too, a police officer in high position. You can get two references from any one of those four persons. And then you're gonna compile all of that and send your application to the Island Traffic Authority. To the Island Traffic Authority is where you send your application, and then I think you're gonna require to do a little test as to how you can pass that test. So just send in the application and they will call you and give you that little test. Nothing too hard. And if you don't remember some of the things I told you of the requirement to become a driving instructor, you can just visit the Island Traffic Authority. Just drive, go there and ask them the question, I want to become a driving instructor. How do I go about doing that? That's simple. And I'll tell you something. If you want to become a driving instructor, it's a good business. Really and truly, it's a good business, because people want driver's license every day, and it's always in demand. Once a person turns 18 or 17, they want a driver's license because they want to learn how to drive. So you being a driving instructor is a good business for you to go into. So think about it. And the requirement is not difficult. Now the next question now is can anyone teach you how to drive? Can my uncle, my mother, my father, my mechanic friend, my cousin-in-law, my neighbor, can anyone teach just about anybody how to drive? And the answer is no. No. It is not happy go lucky. No. You have to be a certified driving instructor. For someone to teach you how to drive, you have to be a certified driving instructor. That is where it is going now. That's where other country is going also. And not only is going, other country, you have to be a driving instructor in order to carry out driving training. So no friend, no schoolmate, no next door neighbor should not or should no longer teach you how to drive. Doesn't make sense. And we realize that some of that is happening where person where don't know the road code, they are teaching others how to drive. You can't teach a person how to drive and you don't have one of the two road code book in Jamaica. These are two of Jamaica best road code book. Here they are, two of Jamaica best road code book. You cannot teach person how to drive and don't own a road code book. And a matter of fact, if a person are interested to learn how to drive, the person is a must to go and purchase a book where you can learn about the road code, how to drive, how to read the road, and so on and so on. But we realize that what's been taking place now is that some person, not now, it kind of changed now, but a couple months ago, anybody could have teach anybody how to drive. And that can't hurt. I remember about 2 months ago, I was in my hometown and I saw a vehicle, a zigzag coming towards me. So I pull over and I stop it. I realize a two youngsters in a vehicle. One about 21 thereabout and the other one just a turn 17. So I asked him, I go on here, so man, how the vehicle swing so? He wants to say, yeah man, I give him a lesson, no, I teach him how to drive. And I say, really? And I say, you teach person how to drive, man, because you don't even have a learner's sign on the front of the vehicle. And plus, can I ask you a question? And he said, yeah man, I say, what is the first rule of the road? What is the first rule of the road? That's what I asked the person who had learned how to drive, What is the first rule of the road? Him no know. Him no know. The first rule of the road is this. Let me show you. Read it from my book, straight from the road code book. It says, what is the first rule of the road? Answer, keep well to the left unless you're about to overtake or turn right. Excuse me. Good. You what it says? Keep well to the left unless you're about to overtake or turn right. In other words, how can you teach a person how to drive and you don't even know the road code? Make no sense. Remember, I said driving is not about pressing gas, and hold steering, No. Driving goes beyond that. Driving make you have to have thinking ability. You have to learn defensive driving. You have to drive for yourself and for others. So driving is not about turning steering and jaw gear and haul corner. That's not driving. That is starting point. When you're learning how to drive, the first thing that you do is learn the road code. Now here's a question I I want to ask the general public from this road code book, just to show you where anybody can teach you how to drive. You have to choose a licensed driving instructor. Listen to this question. Objects that you cannot see in your rear view mirror and side mirror are said to be in your, the answer is blind spot. So if you are driving, or you are backing out, or a reverse, or a park, and whatever you cannot see in your rear view mirror and your side mirror, if you look in those mirror and you don't see certain things, it means that what you can't see is in your blind spot. That is why a good driver will always make sure that before he move off in vehicle, he check around the vehicle. Make sure say everything in know what going on in blind spot. Now I say that to say this. It's not any person can teach you how to drive. That is what happening now on the road. You see how much accident on the road? Now, many of those persons that you will see a drive past you every day, many of those persons are not being trained by a capable driving instructor. Many of those persons are being taught by a friend. For example, look at this. Now, a driving instructor, when they are teaching their student how to drive, when they are leaving the minor road, going onto the major road, the driving instructor would say to the student, when you get to the major road, you stop, you look left, you look right. Whenever it's safe, you can drive out. So that's what a driving instructor will tell the student. You go to the end of the road, you look left, you look right. When it is clear, you drive out. Or you come to the edge of the road, you look left and you look right. And if the driver and the major road give you a blind, you can take it cautiously. That's what we as driving instructor would tell our student, to drive safe. Now, when a friend a teach you how to drive, a different business that a different thing that when a friend a teach a friend how to drive, when they are leaving the minor road going onto the major road, the friend will say to the other friend, yo, just push it out there, man, just push it out there, a boy have to stop. Just go there with it, a boy have to stop. You see the difference? The driving instructor would tell the student, stop, look before you go. The friend who not have no experience of teaching others how to drive would say to the friend who might teach, go on man, push it out there man, go out there with it. You must stop, go out there with it. And don't you realize that that's what happened to some of these drivers? Have you ever been on the major road and a driver come off of the minor road and he just drive up on you? Just drive up on you. Happen. Those are things that is causing the accident on the road. People who don't know the road code, them are drive on the road, them are cause a lot of accident. And not only that, they are killing off innocent people. Remember, you know, it's not every accident you see on the road, you know. Sometimes the person at fault are those careless drivers who are not being taught. Because you could be a good driver. Hold on. You could be a good driver and you are driving one on the road. You are driving careful. and a next mad driver who wasn't taught how to drive, who don't know nothing about road code, come, bam, and lick into you, overtake and run straight into you. You know how much person lose their life, how much innocent, good drivers lose their life on the road because of careless drivers. So when you are driving and you pass an accident, somebody say, boy, them man they don't know if you drive. No, don't say they. Don't say them. Because in every accident, there's only one of the careless drivers who cause it. As somebody who's careless and not pay attention cause the accident. So don't say them. Don't say them. Because a person could have drive careful and the next man just run at them back and you pass the two vehicle catch up at the roadside and you say, boy, them man they don't know if you drive. Them man they, no, you can't do that. Remember that it only take one careless driver to cause accident. So you can't cause everybody. No man. You can't cause everybody, man. So that's why I say I know any person can teach you how to drive. No. It is stated in the new Road Traffic Act that it's only a certified driving instructor is fully capable of teaching you how to drive. Others, your family member like your father and mother and brother, can they teach you how to drive? I don't believe so. I don't believe so because they too, because if you're going to teach a person how to drive, do you have a road code book? Eh? Do you have a road code book? Do you have a road code book? How can you teach a person how to drive and you don't have a road code book? You don't, what you going to ask them question from? Yeah, what you going to ask them question from? When you park up and you talk to them and you reason with them, how you going to test them knowledge? How you going to say, if two vehicle of similar sizes meet on a hill, who has the right of way? You ask them that question. For you to ask them that question, you need to have the road code book to get an answer. If two vehicles of similar sizes meet on a hill, who has the right of way? And the answer is the vehicle coming downhill. The vehicle coming downhill have the right of way. So there's no way. There's no way. You want to teach a person how to drive and you don't possess one of these books. And that's why I say leave driving teaching to driving instructors. Because they get information as to certain changes that's taking place along the way. They get specialized training how to teach others. And tell you this, if you have heart problem and you go to the doctor and the doctor says, look here, I'm going to send you to the hospital now because you need an operation. You need something go wrong with your heart and you need to go in and make some correction. You go to the hospital and you see two doctors, an instructor, a certified doctor who have been operating on your heart and a person's heart for years, and you see a next doctor that somebody said that a buying license, a buying doctorate. Would you allow the person who did not get training for cutting your heart? No. We wouldn't do that. You're mad. We want to have the best operate on us. So how the hell we send people go drive on the road without being taught. Can't do that. Every drivers who goes on the road to drive should have basic knowledge of road code. They should know road code. They should know road code sign. Come on. For example, you will teach somebody how to drive, and you don't teach them nothing as the road code sign. Like for example this. Do you teach them this is a roundabout and how to use a roundabout? Or someone who on a friend teaching how to drive never take time to teach you road code and the sign them on the roadside? No. That is why I implore you, if your son is thinking about getting their license, or your wife, or your husband, or your aunt, or your uncle, say to them, get a driving instructor. And if you want to know how to find some of the best driving instructors, just go to the depot. The same place where you go get your driving test them to get your driver's license. Same place you go, and you're gonna see those instructors all about the place. I teach person how to drive. So you don't have to run up and down. You can just go to the depot, the driving depot, where they test you how to drive. That's where you go, and you'll see them along the road. Yeah. Look at this one now. Narrow bridge. It's only a driving instructor are gonna take the time to teach you these road codes, and these road code signs, This one, pedestrian crossing. Some person don't know what is pedestrian crossing. How you feel drive and you don't know pedestrian crossing? You're going to kill somebody. You're going to kill somebody. When you see this pedestrian crossing sign, by pedestrian crossing, you come to a complete stop. If there's somebody walking on it, you come to a complete stop. If there's nobody walking on it, fine, you can drive. But if you see somebody stand up at the end of the pedestrian crossing, it means that they want to pass. So you stop and you allow them to pass. These are things that driving instructors would teach their students. This one now is another sign that marks school. School ahead. Or even if there is no school ahead is here, right here you see an adult holding the hand of a child, will signify that there is school ahead. That means you have to slow down. Now if your friend or your little worthless man them teach you how to drive, they don't have no time for you to teach you road code sign. No. Them only go teach you how to drive car, how to drive brake, how to drive gear, and how to drive hard. That's when your friend teach you how to drive, then teach you the wrong way them. Everything wrong them teach you. Nothing right. Because my friend used to teach me how to drive too. And a pure garbage then tell me. Pure garbage. It is when I get driving lessons from a certified driving instructor is when we start realizing, oh my God, everything they teach me wrong, Driving instructors is the way to go. This one, give way. Give way. You see this sign? It means you must stop and give way to the other vehicle. So these are things that driving instructors would let their student know before they go road. See there? Stop sign. Stop. Amber, green. Green mean you may go. Amber it mean prepare to stop or stop. And red means stop. You have to teach them how to use and how to read the stop sign. Yeah. So again the question was asked, can anybody teach you how to drive? And the answer is no. It has to be a driving instructor who is capable of teaching you how to drive properly. And that is what the road lacking. The road lack proper trained driver. 20%, 20% of the drivers on the road is not being trained. They don't even never read the road code book. You know what drivers? Matter of fact, are you one of those drivers who are driving and never read the road code book? If you are one of those drivers, I encourage you, go and purchase one of the two road code book. Go and purchase it, because there's no way you should be driving and you don't know something about the road. And driving is not all about road code sign and how to steer vehicle. No. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. How to use the intelligence. How to control the emotion. Because sometimes you drive hard and it's sweet you. You have to you have to have self-control now if you say, look here, yo, slope, slope. Take your time now. You have to learn how to control your emotion and yourself. Sometimes you drive and a man overtake you and a bad talk you, and you say, oh, I'm show him who can drive now. I'm going to show that boy who can drive, and bam, racing gone. When two man race go on the road. And when two man a race, it's like fight them a fighting. Yeah? When two man a race, it's like a box them a box now a ring so. Because the next person are gonna try outrun the next person. Dead or alive. Yeah. As some man idiot, Yeah, man. Man fool not fret, Yeah, man. Men are some of the foolish creature upon earth. Because they take bait for anything. Them get them dead for nothing. You know what person dead for nothing? Yeah, man. People dead for nothing at all, because make their ego rule them. Yeah, man. You make your ego rule you. So that's what I say. Women are possibly a safer driver than man. No. My last question now. My last question is this now. Think while I have a drink, okay? The last question is this now. Oh no. Before I get to the last question, there's something I want to clarify about who should teach you how to drive. Now, why me say I know any person can teach you how to drive? Why I say that is because if you're gonna teach somebody how to drive, for example, a mother are teaching daughter how to drive, does your vehicle insure for that? Now, your insurance company don't give you the right to use your car to teach an amateur, to teach lunatics. No, your insurance company, if it catch you do that, you're in a problem, because you should not use your vehicle to be teaching others how to drive. It wasn't insured for that. So it's not all about government, what government say. Your biggest problem is with your insurance. Because if you get in an accident while they are teach somebody how to drive, you run a risk of don't get nothing from your insurance. Because your insurance company doesn't license your vehicle for that. Remember, always make sure that you read the fine print in your insurance company booklet, because you cannot teach person to drive with your private vehicle. You can't do that. So instructors who's gonna teach you how to drive, their vehicle is insured for that. Yeah. All right. The last question now is this: how can I renew my driver's license? and my learner's license. How can I renew it? And you can renew it at the tax office. Both license, whether learner's license and driver's license, you can renew them at the tax office. And you can renew them about a month or two before the expired date. Now, what should you bring along with you? If it's a 3,000 kg license, it's $7,200. You know, bigger license, little bigger money. And you go there and you get it back in a day. And if it's not a day, you can get it back throughout the week. Your license always expired on your birthday. So check your license right now. But check your license right now and check if it's expired or how long from now will it expire. Check it. Check it. Because license is what we use to do majority of our business in Jamaica. A license can go anyway. So check your license right now and make sure that it is expired. Go check it right now, because a few of you recently are jarring with expired driver's license. So check it right now. Take your time out, go in your wallet, check it when it expired, and remember it's on your birthday. Every license expired on your birthday. So every birthday you make sure you check your license, or you check it before your birthday to make sure that you are driving with a valid driver's license. So remember the 3 questions we talked about? 1. How do you become a driving instructor? 2. Can any person teach you how to drive? And 3. How to renew your driver's and learner's license. It's all done at the tax office. For your learner's license, remember you have to bring along 3 passport size pictures, stamped and signed by a JP, yeah, and $1,800. That's about it. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. And Anchor soon send out more videos about road, how to pass your road code test. I still have about 50 more questions more to come along with. Big up on yourself. That's it from the Anchor.